The risks and the rewards, Monday on the CBS Evening News.
If you are a fan of what country was, then you know already that it has changed. It's more limousine now, you might say, than pickup truck. And the blue jeans are pressed and cuffed. Something rough and ready and genuine and rowdy, something honest and funny seems to have fallen by the wayside. Luckily, as Harry Smith is about to tell us, a musician of his acquaintance happened to be by the wayside to pick up the lost treasures dropped there and to add a few things of his own.
Good to see you.
It's mostly country, but there's plenty of rock and roll.
Got a wife of mine, the suspicious kind. She says that I'm quite a flirter.
The man in the white hat is Junior Brown.
All of the time, and I wouldn't do nothing to hurt her.
His music is old-fashioned, yet hip.
With Betty Lou or Alice, but I'm sleeping alone in this wreck I own. I broke down south of Dallas.
It took me 30 years to be an overnight sensation, yeah. Well, it's a great payoff to all those years riding around in station wagons and playing the tough country bars and not getting any recognition at all. Almost, you know, being laughed at because of my antiquated styles. And now I'm playing these places now where the people just scream and just yell and they're singing the words to my songs.
Well, you'll know me when you see me, 'cause my door's painted white with my siren a screaming and my flashing red light.
His lyrics range from flat-out funny to soap opera serious.
On order trying to do what's right. If I write you out a ticket, then you better drive slow. I'm just doing my job on the highway patrol.
His playing style pays homage to pickers as varied as Hendrix and Atkins. His sound, though, is his own.
But I'll do my best to keep you driving slow. I'm just doing my job on the highway patrol.
He is a virtuoso on an instrument he invented himself.
What is that?
It's a 12-gauge shotgun. I've got it right here. No, it's called a git steel. The name sort of describes what it is: guitar and steel guitar combination. And you have to be somewhat of a contortionist to play the thing, but it sure works for me.
They say I gotta be half crazy to be doing what I do.
Something's working because along with recording several CDs, the last 2 years he's been nominated for 3 Grammys.
I'd have a little shimmy in this cracker box Jimmy, but I ain't never cracked up yet.
With the lean years behind him, he can get away from it all in the Texas Hill Country and work on his pride and joy.
This is going to be covered. This rock work is the way that the Texas pioneers would chink a cabin, because
he's assembling piece by piece an old log cabin shipped in from Kentucky.
My first memories, our closest neighbor was an old man that had lived in a cabin out in the country that he had, his great-grandfather had built. And I mean, that's the last of the American frontier, and here we knew this guy, you know, and it's, I always wanted to recreate that. And
Junior Brown believes that what was is just as important as what is.
It's like this cabin here. There's something timeless about it. There's something solid about it that transcends all the passing trends and things. Just like that truck there. There's something about that that's, you know, that thing will be running when all the beer can jelly bean cars aren't running. That thing will still be running because you can keep on working on it. You can keep it going.
If he's got a reverence for frontier America, he's got a lust for another sort of Americana: old cars. But Junior Brown didn't always have a reverence for the past. As a teenager, his choice of instruments disappointed his parents, both classical music teachers. They disapproved of their son's passion for rock and roll.
I remember my mother saying something like, I said, well, what can I listen to? She said, well, nothing with the word, nothing with baby in it, because everything was baby this and baby that, right? And I said, well, how about Rockabye Baby? She said, get out of here.
I'll take a good look in the mirror in the cold gray light of dawn. Too many nights in a roadhouse has run a little good boy wrong.
Tanya Ray Brown not only keeps the rhythm going for the band, she's Junior Brown's wife and manager.
It stirs something up inside of me, you know, not like most of the music nowadays. It's just, you know, kind of gets me going emotionally, and then the way he plays, it just stirs me up.
Whenever I write a song, she's the first one I will pitch it to and see what she thinks about it. Don't always agree with her, but I take it all in.
Thanks, Annie.
Did I get that all in? No, you're not going to hit me with a frying pan after this? Okay, all right.
Many of Junior's fans first found him on video.
It's good to see you, baby. It's been a long, long while. We're both a whole lot older and seen a lot of miles, but things are really different now since the good old days.
I'm bored with a lot of the traditional cliches of writing lyrics. I like to set up little situations, some of them humorous.
And my wife thinks you're dead.
People started taking themselves way too seriously somewhere along the line because they thought it wasn't cool to be humorous, and I never went along with that. I mean, we used to hear songs like Purple People Eater and things like that. I mean they weren't supposed to be sophisticated. They were fun, you know.
Just some of each.
When Junior Brown first started playing here at the Continental Club in Austin, Texas, he and club owner Steve Wertheimer had trouble getting anyone, really anyone, to listen.
There would be maybe 4 or 5 people, all guitar players.
And we literally couldn't get 10 people in here on Sunday nights to see them, not charging a cover.
After a couple of months of that, I said, look, I don't want to cost you any more money. Let's just call a halt to this. And he said, no, I think this is going to work.
And now, even on a rain-soaked night, when Junior Brown plays at the Continental, the place is packed.
Dressed in blue, tight-fitting jeans are all she needs to put the bite on you. She's pretty, but she's poison like a cock.
There's a lot of people that, you know, I knew that they would have never listened to country music. I mean, they were not fans of country music until I brought them down here to see Junior, and, you know, he's their hero.
I wanna live in love under the stars above. I wanna hold you close to my heart. You gave me hope anew when I was sad and blue, and nothing gonna keep us apart.
I don't like something just because it's old, but chances are there's some quality there. We don't have to get stuck back there, but I think there's a lot to look at back there that sort of got brushed over. And I never want to brush over anything. I always got one eye to the future and one eye to the past, you know, and I'm somewhere in between.
I tried to take her out of Texas because I had to move a